Hey guys, what's going on? Evil here, bringing you some Final Fantasy Type-0. This just came out on console. It's just a remake of a previously released Final Fantasy in Japan only, so now it's just coming to the US. And I decided to give it a shot since I hadn't played a Final Fantasy since about, I believe, Final Fantasy 11. I was pretty disappointed in that one, so I didn't play any of the other ones further. So I decided to give it a shot, especially with the new one coming out. That one definitely looks promising, and I wanted to show you guys what they call, and what they specify as a mission here, and some of the combat, and my first impressions, and my overall
commencing maneuver.
thoughts on the game. So. Wow, she attacked real fucking slow. Anyways, this is the combat system here, the targeting, and just a normal free reign combat system that most of the RPGs use now. It's not the turn-based any longer. Although I did like the turn-based style. That has its, that's fun as well. But I believe both styles are fun in their own ways. But and in this one, which is really cool, you get to use an entire class of people. So I think there's like 12 people in your class, and you can use it. Any missions that you go on, you can use different people, which is really cool. They all have different abilities, and they all use different weapons, which I think is really, really cool. I didn't want to use that, but
Take care of the rest. Leave it to me.
let's see what she uses. She uses like a Reaper, it looks like. Small sword. I am the in-your-face type of melee player. I do like doing this kind of stuff, but it looks like they get pretty destroyed by going melee. There's another guy that I did like. He uses actually cards to fight, which is really cool. I like the concept of that. And overall, I mean, the graphics are what you'd expect from a remastered game. They're not like the greatest in the world or anything like that, but they're decent, I would say. Nothing definitely like turn of the century or anything like that. And as far as the combat goes, as I was discussing before, I definitely like this style. It's pretty cool, and it's pretty. The style is pretty new to me, in and of itself, being playing Final Fantasy before. It's not really like, most of them aren't mission types. It's usually you're just running around in specified areas, and they're not really counted as missions. But I do like the mission aspect of this game. It's cool that you can spend you go on missions from your academy, which is similar to 8, where you start off in an academy. I think I don't know if any of the other ones started off in an academy. I do like that kind of style as well, that you start off in school and you go to this academy and you're on a storyline. I think that's really cool. But as opposed to the other ones, in comparison, I'd say this one's definitely a little bit more interesting than... I forgot to collect his death shit. This is definitely more interesting than some of the other ones, for sure. I know 11 was just atrocious, but definitely my favorite one, besides 7, because that's the default answer. When anybody asks you what your favorite Final Fantasy is, you tell them 7, of course. But other than that, it would be 10. 10 would have been my favorite after 7. I know a lot of people didn't like 10. for certain reasons. Reasons I don't really know, because the story on 10 was quite good, and you know, obviously the graphics were a lot better than the ones before. But yeah, a lot of people said they're like 9 or 8 better than 10, which I can see where they're coming from, but you know, overall I do think 10 is a little bit better. It looks like we're in a boss fight here. Could kill these ads real quick. I actually level up a lot, which I didn't expect that. And of course oh wow, I'm about to get wrecked. And these ads just keep spawning. I think this might be the end of the mission, I'm not sure. Wow, the range on that's another thing one thing I do have to say bad about the game. Then when I first started, only about an hour or 2 hours in, the magic skills look like they don't have a huge range at all. The range definitely isn't as long as you would expect a magic spell to actually be. You literally have to be in their face casting a spell. But they're strong spells, as you could just see. But they seem to the range on them is quite small. And I definitely finished a mission here. I get a B overall, which is not bad. And then what's cool about this game, you can go back and do all these missions over again in the main menu, which is also cool. And then we'll get to, let's see, the customization. I'd have to show you at a pylon there, which is cool. And we'll just go back to regular town and we'll show you the customization system for all the characters. And you can, like other Final Fantasies before, you can, you know, buy your weapons, buy potions, things like that. Obviously things you would expect from the armory. So now we're back at the academy, and I'm just going to see what happens now that I've completed this mission. It goes to a new mission in 12 hours, so, or 12 hours game time. And you can fast forward this time by there's a guy over here with a green exclamation point over his head. You can fast forward time by talking to those people. You can also, which I didn't realize before, you can actually go straight ahead here when you're in the entrance and go into that little room, and you can skip to your mission automatically, but you will lose the sub events that are going to happen around the academy and things like that. So I mean, if you want to accelerate the game a little bit, you can do that. And here we are to the customization system. So armament is like gear and weapons and things like that. So I can choose what I want on my armor. I think there's more like accessories rather than the gear, or the weapon rather. I don't know if you can, I'm sure you can change your weapon eventually. I just don't think I'm that far in yet. But as you can see, all the different characters have different skills and different defensive skills as well. And, you know, different magic spells, Blizzard, Thunder, all that fun stuff. A lot of them, some of them you would, there's one, I think it's this lady here, she has Kira, but she uses a melee sword, which is kind of weird. You'd think they would default the people to have Kira would be standing in the back doing range damage, but you can level up all these, as I will show you. You can promotion everybody's abilities. So we'll do, I don't remember who I actually used in that last match. Let's see. don't really remember. I think it was this. You can level up different skills. You can get different skills. For example, we'll just do whirling mace. That, as you can see in the bottom there, it tells you what the ability does, and we'll learn it with AP. That's when you level up, and we'll equip the ability. Instead of earthquake, we'll do whirling mace. And then you can actually level up the skills that you've purchased through AP as well. You can, they do different things like attack up, crit up, agility up, things like that, which is also a cool system. And the thing that I will run into definitely is leveling one character over the other, even though you should do it evenly. It's just, I don't know, if I like a character, if I like the way they fight, I'll use that character specifically. But I'll try to, you know, my playthrough in the game, I'll try to level up all these characters as well. And then you can do stats, but you need items to do that, and I haven't found any yet. You can change all your assignments, your active people, the people in reserve, everything like that. So for now, we'll save the game, but then you could change your difficulty as well, which is cool. I do like the mission system. That is pretty cool. We'll see how much different it plays out rather than the other games. I don't think any of the other games are mission based or anything like that, but we'll see how the story plays out. Another reason why I actually went for this game is to get the demo of the new one, so I'll definitely be bringing a video of that to you guys once I, you know, am satisfied with playing this one, and I want to, you know, download the other one, and we'll see what happens from there. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.